Our managing editor Palki Sharma Upadhyay was in Japan in May this year. She had spoken to the former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe on May 24th, and this was his last interview to an international channel. Here's what the late Japanese Premier had to say about his ties with India.
Let's talk about your relationship with India and Prime Minister Modi. How do you describe it?
Of course, we had to stop diplomatic visits during the COVID pandemic for 2 years, but you can see the historical visits that we've made back and forth. Of course, I was very energetic when it comes to strengthening the bilateral relationship during my second administration, but I would go back as far as my first administration, where I visited India and I gave a parliamentary speech, and I talked about the two seas being united. This became really the concept that led to the Quad and economic collaborations thus after that we have elaborated on. I have always been saying that this bilateral relationship between Japan and India is the type of bilateral relationship that has the biggest potential of all. And we are actually starting to see all the fruit of the relationship. So I'm actually going to step up as the president of Japan, or Japan-Indo Association, taking the position of formerly served by Yoshio Mori. It has a history of 120 years. It's actually longer than US-Japan, Japan-US Association.
You've also had a long association with Mr. Modi in particular, and you've known him since the time that he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat. Can you tell us about your engagements and interactions with him? And I ask this because when two leaders meet, there's a lot of talk about personal chemistry. How much does personal chemistry, how big a role does it play in international diplomacy?
We've spent quite a bit of time, talking, doing other matters around our diplomatic activities. So relationship goes deep. Our understanding towards national security, the world issues that we need to all collaborate, solve together, are very much, united. And I respect Prime Minister Modi for the fact that he's a quick decision maker. He has that power to make things happen.
WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.